recommend coming up with a list of
like things are not just going to happen magically. Like you have to work to see results. To 7 years, 8 years. Hello, testing microphone. 1, 2, guys. Today is the next day, and I didn't carry you guys along to class or to my posting because I don't know. I didn't really feel like vlogging. I don't know if I already mentioned, but this is, my second week of general surgery. Yeah, so far we've not had any major surgery. Last week we had 2 procedures, and I'm hoping that before we finish our surgery rotation, like we experience a couple of surgeries at least, and hopefully I get to assist, and if I don't, it's also fine. So my face is looking white, plus I'm breaking out and I'm sad, but it's part of life. And then now I'm trying to finish this book. I'm trying to finish this book. It's one of the books on my vision board for the books I want to read this year. I'm not trying to be overzealous and just like pack on a couple of books I know I won't end up reading. So I only picked like I think 6 or 7 books for the year, and I was supposed to have finished this. I started 2 books on my vision board, and yes, I was being overzealous. I should have just stopped with 1, but today's the last day in January, so I want to finish this book before the end of the day, and I have 4 chapters left. I'm going to finish it. I know I'm going to finish it, and you guys are going to come with me to tick off this goal of mine. And I can't wait to take off my hair. I don't like carrying my hair for too long, and this hair is going to be a month, or it's already a month. I'm not sure. No, it's going to be a month. So yes, I don't like carrying my hair past 1 month. So I'm using this hair this week, hopefully. Yeah. So one of the reasons why I wanted to finish this book today was because I just wanted to push myself. I'm not much of a reader. I never really used to read in secondary school, but once in a while I read, and I just wanted to push myself, like see how far I can go, because I'm working on my discipline. I want to be more disciplined this year with everything that I'm doing, and I did it, and I'm happy about that.
Resolutions for the year, just so you have something to pull from. I simply do not want your vision board to be heavily based on aesthetics, otherwise it literally defeats the purpose. My 2022 vision board was heavily based on aesthetics, and I think I mentioned that in my 2022 reset video. But this year I wanted to do things differently. I wanted my vision board to be more than just some cool pictures.
You know, one funny thing, I still have not written down my goals, and it's so crazy. And I think this is the first year, or one of the first years I've not written down my goals. I don't know why I'm like taking time, because I know most of the things that I want this year, but I've made a vision board, or I made my vision boards like before the beginning of the year, in fact. And I don't know, I feel like I'm just connecting to my vision boards more, because honestly, some of the things in my vision boards are my goals anyways. But yeah, I was watching Tommy Waradia's videos and I like her vlogs. I don't know, I'm connecting to her more because I've known her for a while, but I didn't used to watch her videos. But this year, I don't know, but she started wearing the hijab and I also want to go back to wearing it. I plan to get a couple of scarves this month. Okay, tomorrow is February, next month. And she started doing this thing on her, like I saw her do this thing as I was watching, like she wrote down some of the things that she accomplished. Okay, I was just making sure I was recording some of the things she accomplished last year, and she wrote them down in sticky notes and they put them in a jar. So because she said she struggles with imposter syndrome, so she kind of like, obviously, like she look back and then read some of the things that she has achieved. And I also want to do it this month. Was good, was a good month financially, money wise. I'm talking a lot in these vlogs, I'm so sorry, but I just want to share. And yeah, I wrote out some of the things that I accomplished this month. It's not a lot, so I don't even, just 3 things actually, but I'm okay with it. Like I'm happy with the 3 things. Hopefully next month is way better. And yeah. So you guys, I basically just finished praying Maghrib and Shai, and I want to read the Quran. Usually while I'm reading the Quran, the translated Quran, like I also like to listen to what I'm reading, even though I know I don't understand Arabic. And it seems like my AirPods want to pack up and I'm so sad. The same time last year, this same thing happened to me beginning of the year. One of the ears of my AirPods stopped working and I replaced it. I replaced one ear and it cost a lot. And now the same thing again. Like I know it's my fault at the end of the day because I'm very clumsy. Like I saw it coming, but I was thinking this last year will not die so soon, and I'm so sad because I don't have that money to spend on AirPods. Like it's not on my budget, it's not my list of this year for me to buy anything like a new one. So yes, I'm very sad. Like I'm not so worried at the end of the day. That's where I am. Like when something happens, we move. I'll just pray and believe that, fingers crossed, I'll get another one to say. It's not believing that I'll buy it by God's grace. So you guys, I basically just want to tell you guys about this Quran. It is a translated Quran and I've showed it in a couple of my vlogs, but I just feel like telling you guys more about it. I got this on Amazon for $19 and this is, I don't know, the way it's translated is just very different from the other translated Qurans that I've seen. So it basically kind of groups all the chapters into like subheadings, if that makes sense. So you can, like, it's, I don't know, it's easier for you to understand or pick like a section and read. So I'm sure you guys are seeing what I'm talking about. Before every chapter, it kind of gives you an overview of what you want to read and gives you like a central theme of what the chapter is about. Okay, yeah, so I love this. I don't know, you guys should just read the underlined part. So it says,
in those who spend their wealth in God's ways, and like a grain that sprouts into 7 ears, each ear has 100 seeds, and God multiplies for them many times as more as He pleases. God is the best, the knowing.
So yeah, I just love that. So you guys should give and not think about it, you know, do not pick out the least attractive things to give in charity, things you wouldn't readily accept yourselves. You guys should definitely get this Quran if you can. I don't know, it's really helpful and I really love it, and I love that I'm getting to read the Quran more. I'm taking my deen more seriously this year, so help me God, inshallah. Just because a couple of people have asked me in previous videos for my skincare, and honestly my skincare is pretty basic. I know I got a couple of new products that I wasn't using originally, but this is face wash I use for my face. It is a simple moisturizing face wash, and honestly I'm not mad at it. I got this for 4k, but it was expensive where I got it, but it's cheaper than that if you know where to get good skincare. And yeah, I like it so far, but just for the sake of trying different products, I'm going to get a new one, a different brand next time. And yeah, so this is the Pixie Glow Tonic. I don't use this all the time because I recently just found out that toners are not necessary, but we are good. For the longest time I have been wanting to work on my relationship with God and just get to know my religion better, and yeah, have a stronger connection with Allah. And it's one of those things that I used to pray about, but I didn't used to put in the work, because I used to feel like at some point like God just like it would be like an overnight thing where 1 minute I'm this and then the next minute I'm just like, oh my God, I'm more religious, I know about the Quran, I know about God. Like I just feel like it was an overnight thing and it would come, like, so I kept waiting for that thing, like a light or something to just come, because I started praying regularly while I was in secondary school, and it was after one Ramadan. I think I was like a SS1 or JS3, I'm not even sure, but it was after a particular Ramadan. And I remember that after the Ramadan, obviously like during Ramadan, I made sure I prayed my complete prayers, and after the Ramadan I just took up the habit and continued praying regularly, and since then I've not looked back. So I was thinking it was going to be one of those things where I just start and continue, same as my hijab, but currently I've not been covering my hair as much as I should, but inshallah slowly I'll go back to that. So I know I'm going to go back to it sooner than later, by God's grace. So basically the point of all this I'm saying is that if you want something, or whatever it is that you want, whether it's your relationship with God or just regular goals, like things are not just going to happen magically. Like you have to work to see results. That's just it. Like there's no story about it. And obviously still pray to God to make it easy for you and to be there for you and make whatever it is you want possible with His help. That's one thing I never fail to do. Just like always pray to Allah to make things easy for me. Like that's like a prayer point, whatever it is. I'm finally putting in the work, and I'm happy. I'm so happy. I've also been praying tahajjud, but I've not been consistent with that. Plus, anytime I wake up for tahajjud, I wake up even later for fajr. I don't know. I'm still trying to balance the whole thing out, but inshallah, it's been easier. And yeah, so let me just continue my skincare. Yeah, thank you guys for hanging out with me. If you watched up until this point, thank you for staying tuned. Okay, now I'm just saying rubbish, but yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Happy new month as well. Bye bye. I'm talking too much. Bye.